Special counsel David Weiss could file a new federal indictment in California over alleged tax crimes that agents say they found when reviewing his finances from 2014 to 2019. So I'm just wondering about the wisdom of bringing more attention to his taxes, which for the most part, he didn't pay, while there's a pursuit of finding out exactly how much he earned. They say that's at $20 million right now. They say it could go up to $50 million, but he's got a problem with the whistleblowers who had a problem with the lack of investigation, a lack of investigative motivation that they saw.
The point number 3, when you look at the lawsuit, it says, rather, the IRS agents have targeted and sought to embarrass Mr. Might via public statements in the media in which they and their representatives disclose confidential information about a private citizen's tax matters. And so the question is, do whistleblowers actually have protections anymore? Because they tried to do it through the other channels, but apparently
they got lawyers.
They weren't listening to them.
Well, and that was actually the key. And I think that obviously, clearly the White House is now playing hardball over this stuff. And remember, we had heard members of Congress on the Republican side talk about, well, we've got these whistleblowers and they say such and such. Those whistleblowers, I don't think, had whistleblower protection at that point. And even once they do get whistleblower protection, which means they can't be fired from their jobs, there comes a thing. Also, a part of the scenario when we were talking about this a couple of months ago, and that is they had to get the authorization to disclose private information about an American taxpayer, in this case Hunter Biden, to the public. So that is essentially the heart of this suit where Hunter Biden is suing the IRS because they say, you know what? They told a lot of stories that were private. And
well,
now,
even if
they want the IRS to pay.
Even if they do sue and they get money from the IRS, the stories are out there. We know what the whistleblower said. And in this lawsuit, his attorneys call Hunter Biden a victim. It says, while Mr. Biden has been the victim of various leaks regarding the IRS investigation previously, most recently, the 2 IRS agents, named Shapley and Ziegler, and their attorneys raised the stakes to unprecedented levels with their numerous public appearances and statements that blatantly violated Section 6103 of the IRS by engaging in a campaign to publicly smear Mr. Biden.
Remember, they did a reverse defamation suit against the computer repair shop guy, and if you read some of the transcript, he totally embarrassed himself with the repeated questions while still denying the laptop was his. It's just bad character, but maybe it's good legal advice. We'll find out what Gary Shapley's attorney, Shapley's attorney had to say. Shapley's attorney had to say. Tristan Levitt's going to join us at 8:40 Eastern with his instant response to this.
This is just wild. I mean, they have treated him with kid gloves. They went in front of a federal judge, and the judge says, is there any precedent defense for anything like this? Then looks at the prosecution. Is there any precedent for a sweetheart deal like this? And they say, no, Your Honor.
Never seen anything like this.
Never seen anything like this in my life. And now he's saying that the government targeted him. Well, I mean, it's just truly unbelievable.
No kidding.
Well, this is a guy, he's being accused of not paying taxes for several years and getting away with it because it's after the 7 years, right?
Well, but that's separate. This is just about, okay, I know I'm being investigated, but at the same time,
it's separate, but it's just remarkable. He's suing the agency that he never paid.
Also, it's remarkable that he is suing the government that his dad runs.
That's true.
His dad is not going to be happy about this. I hear the White House was at loggerheads with his legal team before this, and this is going to bring more attention to something he wants to go away as much as possible, but it's now not going to be possible, made worse by Abby Lowell putting this lawsuit together.